guys, welcome back. It's the Layman's Lockpicker once again, with yet more of my experimentation with the DEFU key machine. So, before we even get into this, I think what I need to do, for a start, this video I've entitled Geronimo because I'm planning on just taking the leap of faith into it. Now, as I mentioned in the first video, I think my idea is, or my question is, why the hell this isn't advertised as being able to cut normal everyday rim cylinders. So if you notice on the deck, on the clamps here, you'll see two everyday normal day-to-day rim cylinders which are clamped between two pieces of metal like this with holes in, with two screws. Now the clamps from the end on, they look like that, as in, if you see, they've got like a T, it's called a T-cut. They've got like a little ridge and then a T-cut underneath. So what I've done is I've put two pieces of metal, one at the top, one at the bottom, with the key there clamped in between, but then the bolt that holds the two bits of metal together, clamps them together, comes all the way down, and then the actual head of the bolt itself is actually in the T-cut itself. So it's the two pieces of the two bolts at either end of the clamp, and the heads of both of those bolts that not only clamp the two bits of metal together and therefore grip the key, but are also holding the bits of metal actually to the clamp itself, hopefully to keep everything in order, so I can actually cut something with it. So that being said, let's just get to it. What I've done is I've replaced the initial tracer, which was this one here, bear with me, which was that one there, which was like a pointed one that was on a spring, which is for dimples, and I've replaced that for one of these, which is supposed to be for, I believe, for tubular keys. Hang on, if I can put it there so it will focus. Right, so what I've also done, there's a knob just here on the actual side of the machine that there's normally a lever on the right hand side of the machine just here that you pull it like forward like that, and it pulls the whole array down onto the key. Obviously, so then it'll push down actually onto the key itself, so then it'll cut like as it pushes down, and then it's on a spring. The clamp on the left hand side of the machine just here, that stops any of the spring tension on this side, so that it hasn't got the bounce. It's just set at the one height. Again, that's supposed to be for the tubular keys. You're supposed to put it in at the one height and then cut into the key, and then move around to the next cut and then do the same, adjusting the height and whatever for the different types of cut. But what I've done is I've mounted the two keys next to each other, one here and one here, and the idea is to cut from the bow of the key this side straight forward, using that square-ended tracer as a guide. So yeah, let's see how that goes. Right, now that clearly is going to work. However, I need to find a way of clamping this more securely together. So if you'll bear with me for a couple of moments, guys. Hang on, just out of curiosity, I'll show you the cut itself that's been made just on this key already. So you can see that it is going, hang on if that's going to focus, you can see that it is going to work. So what I'll do is I'll find another way of clamping these two pieces of metal here together properly, and I'll get back to you. It's the layman's lockpicker with yet another yet another offering of my my playing about with this machine.